Unfortunately, because of the fact that Israel is the most attacked country in the world, anything that happens to us is like, what the Americans say, a preview to a movie coming to a theater in your neighborhood, right? So we've seen, for example, more visits of Hamas leaders into Pakistan and Bangladesh in the last couple of years. We've seen so-called inspiration. It might sound very twisted, but inspiration that radical groups got from the 7th of October and the terrible massacre that and the crimes that were committed against our citizens. So when you look at Pahalgam, it has some resemblance, but we are not talking just about the level of atrocity. I'm talking about methodology and about technology. Because you see, for example, that Hamas has perfected the tactics of using human shields. They have been positioning all their headquarters under hospitals. They have been systematically having their recruits, their terrorists, signed for press jobs in order to portray themselves as journalists, so they would be immune from being hit. And they were very deceitful. Like, they managed to convince different media outlets that they are indeed journalists and not terrorists. And now we are seeing, one by one, few months after all this was over in Gaza and you had a ceasefire, suddenly all these so-called journalists are turning up as martyrs of the Qassam brigades of Hamas. So this way of deceiving the world, of taking the code that was, enshrined through history as norms of the international community, they are abusing that in order to conduct this hybrid warfare, to narrow the gap between our might and their incapability to hit us. They are doing it by abusing the norms. Okay, so this is going to happen here, because the radical groups are learning from each other. When it comes to technology, it's the same. Using drones by terrorist organizations. Iran has transferred the technology not only to use sophisticated weapons, but to manufacture them. And this is what is happening with the Houthis, with Hezbollah, with militias in Iraq, etc. So these are all threats, cyber threats. These are all threats that once introduced, you will have copycats. So we have to create the capabilities, and it's kind of a race.